So earlier this week, we talked about how we can identify a character's traits and explain a character's traits. We talked about how traits often came out in the character's actions, how they were reacting to a problem. We saw it in their feelings, in their words, and in their thoughts. Today's lesson essential question is, how do we use characters' traits to explain how they change from the beginning of a story to the end of the story? So we're going to be using those traits again, but we're not just explaining the traits. Now we're going to be explaining how a character changes from the beginning to the end of a story. So you know that all stories have characters, setting, and plot. And we know that the character responds to major events in a story through their thoughts, words, and actions. You learned that a character's traits describe how the character acts and feels based on the things that are happening to them. So this week we've been looking for specific things as we read the story Wolf. So you found a problem. We've been identifying the steps for solving the problem. We've been looking at pictures and illustrations that give us clues to the wolf's traits. We're identifying his thoughts, his words. We're looking at his feelings and his actions. Today we'll be identifying a solution. So we've already identified the characters that the story is about. We've already identified his problem. We've already identified how the character's reacting when faced with the problem. Now we're going to be identifying how the character's changing from the beginning of the story to the end of the story. So today's goal is to identify how he's changing, and then we'll use specific examples about his character traits to explain how he changed. So first we'll identify how he changes, and then we'll explain it using his traits. So let's see if that wolf ever learns how to read the right way.